Hey, you, here's a black joke. Yo, I'm Scotty in New York, and a big prick, and today I'm pissed off, okay, about TV and shit, right? I really am. I want to mention the show Reboot and how the that set me off. First, like this if you like it, don't like it if you don't. Comment if you love it, comment if you hate it, share it even if you think I'm an ignorant, arrogant prick, and follow me because this is what I do. And you know what? I ask questions, okay? And today's question is, what the happened to sitcoms? Now, all this set me off because, I saw an ad for the new show Reboot with Johnny Knoxville, Keegan-Michael Key, whatever, Judy Greer, and some kid who I have no idea who they are, and also that chick from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend or whatever. I always forget her name. But you know what? I never turned down a chance to see Keegan, man. I like him. I find him funny, and Johnny's Johnny. In this show, okay, it's about a woman who wants to reboot and reimagine a sitcom based on her deadbeat dad or some shit made from the 2000s, a very successful one. Now look, man, honestly, man, it took Hollywood this long to come up with a show, with a popular cast, mind you, about TV writing that's unoriginal, reboots are ridiculous, and honestly just making fun of TV industry completely. Maybe people are honestly just stupid and they're that slow that they can't come up with something like this. And you know what, man, I really hate reimagining reboots and all that shit. They never do well, they're always trash, they sound dumb like mini killing Velma. It's a bunch of bullshit, but different topic, different day. But this show, man, I noticed there's a formula to shows now, how they write them. Right now, man, you could have a decent pitch, okay, but you have to have 5 things. 1, make a main character a lesbian. In this case, we have 3, right? Have a black dude act white, but not really, it's just Keegan. Honestly, man, I really love stereotypical jokes and stereotypes. I find them funny when they're done tastefully, that is. And I say that number 2, but it's just Keegan. 3, have somebody one's mom. Every comedy now, you gotta have a mom get And 4, gay hairdresser, because I guess in movies and TVs, you have to have one. I don't get it. My hairdresser, she was a really nice old lady. And 5, you gotta show a tit. To me, shows just do this now. I see, they just throw a gay person there, black guy there. You gotta have nudity because people have low attention spans, and at least Reboot, man, it has it all, okay? And the tit is Judy Greer. Honestly, man, I honestly don't understand how she has any kind of self-respect just throwing her tit out there for no reason. Honestly, when it comes to Hollywood and nudity, they love nudity because Americans, I guess, have really low attention spans, low intelligence, and we're just idiots, and we only want to watch something when we're seeing something nude. It's honestly disgusting. I can't tell you how many times my mom did not let me watch a movie because of nudity. Like Trading Places, for example, they had that house party with that random nude scene. It was completely unnecessary. Honestly, man, nude scenes, they're only done tastefully, okay, if it actually helps the storyline. If you're talking about a prostitute, more than likely you're gonna show tits. Honestly, you're gonna show sex. That's just part of the character. But you know what? When it's just something stupid thrown in there, it's honestly dumb as I probably rant on that a whole episode. I probably actually will. But the scene with Judy Greer, it was funny, I will admit. I still think it could have been done with no tits. Now, the way my tone is, you would think that I hate this show. Do I? No, not really, man. I love it, man. I'm so happy to watch a show, okay, with so many stereotypical personalities and jokes from black to Jew to gay to straight to Hollywood just being douchebags. I do love that shit. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of haven't seen this shit in so long. Honestly, man, even as a white dude, I love making fun of white motherfuckers too, man. It's just fun when you do something tasteful, make fun of something, so that way the mainstream media and mass media and music, they can't separate us because we're already laughing about this shit. But that's how I view stereotypes, at least. But the show, they also have the Asian who's just too into her job, and I guess now she doesn't want to date somebody because of feminist something. Don't really get it. Something about her being in a position of power, and since she's a woman, she'd be looked at differently. But you know what? Like I said, when this shit's done tastefully, okay, in the correct manner, it can be really funny. Now, in America, man, inappropriate and racy jokes, okay, that's what's funny. Why? Because honestly, like I said, low intelligence. Normally I'd say that at least, but in reality, I feel like everything in America should just be made fun of. A lot of times they try to do funny, racy, stereotypical jokes, and they're just not funny because they force them, okay? Like Jamie Foxx's new show or limited show, Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, some shit like that. He's sitting with his white friend, okay? And his white friend's just hey, you should go to therapy. And he's just I can't go to therapy. Black people don't go to therapy. And honestly, man, they look at the camera as they say this joke, and it is the dumbest shit in the world. Honestly, man, the joke could be funny. It could be, if it was done right. You want to look at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man, they had a lot of jokes that broke stereotypes while making fun of stereotypes. Honestly, that's the way to do it. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, honestly, to me, is one of the biggest things when you look at sitcoms that was done so right. With the comedy and the emotional aspect, they just brought it together. It was so cohesive. When you look at this new show with Jamie Foxx, it's just hey, you, here's a black joke. It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's honestly terrible. Maybe that's why people hate sitcoms, because the jokes are just thrown in your face. It could have been done right though. The writing was kind of trash, the directing kind of sucked, but there was no cast chemistry, okay? But what do I know? All I do is watch movies and TV and love that shit. Anyway, man, we do love that shit, okay? We love bad jokes, okay? And I'm so glad there's a show right now with inappropriate shit. And honestly, the sex and the nudity in shows, like I said, is all played out. I really don't like it. Also, in this show, they kind of lean on the lesbian factor, like way fucking hard, but like, we get it, man. Lesbians are in the show. You're a lesbian. She's a lesbian. Like, I don't know if they do this because they want to cater to like straight white men who are like obsessed with lesbian porn. Possibly. I'm not going to say it's not true, but when I look past all the forced sexual shit, I mean, it's a fun show. But, it's mainly due to the cast chemistry, who make a good and bit of lazy writing honestly entertaining. And that got me thinking, like, I've heard so many people say that they hate sitcoms. They find it dumb, they find it stupid, unfunny, unoriginal, forced even. I mean, the jokes, like I said. But if you look at, like, actual sitcoms from the 90s to, like, 2008, some of them had, like, their own brand, okay? Everybody Loves Raymond was a bit dry. Seinfeld was literally every episode just a stand-up bit. Like, not talking about the scenes when he's in the comedy club, but, like, the episode itself was a stand-up bit. And look at Friends, like, each character had a shtick that just elevated each other. Jamie Foxx show, that was loaded with personality, and that's a big thing to find, man. Like, personality and cast chemistry. These shows had that, okay? You want to look at, like, a more modern one with Emily Osment or whatever on Netflix, got canceled, no surprise, and it leaned too much on the strong female power presence and gay internet influencer. Now, you want to talk about female power presence? Reba, man, honestly, that was a really strong fucking female character role. Really great fucking show. I fucking liked it. I mean, that was done right. But the Emily show, it was so stupid. I mean, the influencer, like, he was a stereotypical dude in today's day and age, gay. He was an influencer, sharing his TikToks and shit like that. But even he was, like, acting as if he was forcing himself to act gay. And he is gay. But it was trash, man. No cast chemistry. The characters, the personalities, nothing was honed, man. Like, honestly, it was cringy. But you know what? Not as cringy as The Big Show, I don't think. Like, that was cringy. The acting, the writing, no joke ever landed. I mean, I understand that people hate the laugh track, but if it's done right, okay, the laugh track works. Now, honestly, yes, it does get a little bit annoying. But don't be lazy and put it over something that's not funny at all. Like, you have to put it on a reaction or an action. That's how you use it. You can't just, like, put it over something that is barely even said. Like, oh, what are you eating? Eggs? No. Toast. It was stupid, honestly, man. Whatever. It's ridiculous, man, but the writers, they've been ruining great sitcoms, I should say great actors' sitcoms. And these are I've been writing for a while now. I mean, look at King and Queens, okay? King and Queens was great, and Kevin James just started doing another one, Kevin Can Wait, and the first season was awesome. I liked the wife, Donna. I thought she played really well with Kevin James, but the second season rolled around, they wanted to leave Ramini from King and Queens back in, because, back in the day, they did so great things together, and they ruined the entire show, honestly. And then it got canceled. No surprise there, and then, Kevin James did The Crew, and that was terrible, and the only thing good about it was Kevin James, and even then, he's better off doing his YouTube shit, because that was pretty funny. But it's like Hollywood, man, they hang on to these older cats and veterans of sitcoms, and they think that's going to make something survive, but it's not. I mean, it's trash. Kind of like in Reboot, the dad brings in old school writers who are racy, inappropriate, but, they're just all around funny, and they team up with the new writers and all that other shit, and honestly, it works, man. Like the characters itself in the show, they really come together. I think that they do a great job at playing off the old versus new. That's something I don't really see often. But, even in that show, like, they're hanging on to, like, older guys. I mean, look at Last Man Standing. It wasn't bad, if you want to talk about that sitcom. It wasn't bad. It started off good. I did find the politic jokes kind of funny, but it didn't really rely on it to make the show. I mean, I think what ruined it for me was the casting. Honestly, they changed that shit, like, so many times. The daughter, obviously. Due to the actress's schedule, I get it, whatever. But those are the kind of things, man, like, you can't really help, but it will honestly ruin a show. And side note, the actress Caitlin Dever, awesome in the show, unbelievable. She did a great job. I honestly didn't think she actually had that talent, but you know what? Sometimes when somebody goes from a sitcom to an actual TV show, you really see the talent, man, and that's pretty dope. But this is true, man. I think veteran sitcom actors will save a project, and it's just complete bullshit. The writers need to fix their life. Or just take me, man. I honestly feel like I could deliver better shit than most of these. But that's all I got today, man. That was, I guess, my rant. That was kind of fast. Sitcom, writers suck, stereotypes can be funny when done right. Reboot, watch it if you like sitcoms. What I find really cool about the show, it's like a single cam sitcom about making a multicam sitcom. Honestly, like I said, simple idea, simple pitch, but yet Hollywood just took so goddamn long because they suck. And honestly, I don't think the show's gonna last that long. I mean, it's funny, they got great cast, but Hollywood always just ends up canceling shit that's actually decent. But you know what, if you like sitcoms, watch it, okay? Don't just watch it to see a tit, because I would lose all respect for you, not that I have any right now. But you know what, next episode, man, I'm going to be talking about Struggle Jennings, okay? And the struggle that's in America.